One of the things that we take with us all the time is binoculars. Binoculars are monoculars. Some kind of glass so that we can kind of see stuff as we're driving around. It's kind of a crap load of fun out west. Kids will drive around and be spotting things and stuff like that. We have a good time, a lot of wildlife, a lot of just entertaining stuff. So this is one of the pieces of equipment that we keep in the vehicle pretty much all the time. And so we thought today we kind of take a look at some options some of the equipment we've used and some stuff that we're carrying now and selling and all that fun stuff. So Steiner is what one of the pieces that we carry. I've had a set of Steiner Predators for a really long time, like 15 years or something like that. Great piece of glass. One of the reasons that I really like Steiner is they have a heritage warranty, which basically means pretty much anything happens to them, they'll replace them. You can look that up, but they just replace them. They don't mess around much. They really take care of you on that stuff. Two, it's a really good piece of glass, so it sees really well. And what I mean by that is clarity, right? So the better the glass is, the better condition it sees in. So we're going to talk about that just a little bit. So first, we kind of have a small piece, which is the Safari, and this is a 10 by 26, and the 10 refers to the magnification. So it magnifies something 10 times, and the 26 refers to the size of the actual, like the eye part, right? What you can see through. So when you're looking at that, and this is typically a focus wheel. Most binoculars work like that. So the larger the diameter, the more field of view you're going to have when you're looking through it, right? And the more expensive you go, the better the coatings are, and then the better you can see through them in low light. So the more information they pick up when the light is not there. And the other thing that happens is they focus better as they get more expensive. So if you're looking at sort of a nice sort of entry-level binocular, and we'll end up having a couple different styles on the site in this size, throw in your pocket, really easy to take with you, hang, hook this to a seat panel or put it someplace in the car where you've kind of got it close at hand. A pretty fun little piece to have around. Again, a nice little entry-level piece that gets you started. And like I said, kids have a lot of fun with them. We use them a lot more than you would expect. And it's one of the pieces, like I said, we carry and really like. So the next thing is you're going to go up to, this is like a 42. This is a 10 by 42. So it magnifies 10 times 42 millimeter end here. But basically what happens is, as you kind of move up, you get more features, right? So this has covers built into it, so you can take them on and off, keep the lenses clear, even if they're not. They all have little bags, right? They all come in little cases that you can hang on a seat panel, something like that. They have a standoff piece, so you can actually set it so that you're not bumping your eye into the glass itself off the end here. Kind of goes up and down, and has little click points, so you can kind of set it to the right spot, so like we call eye relief gets set right. And then again, focus knob across the top. So this offers a little bit of protection from the lens here. It's got a cover. The field of view is going to be better as you go up in size, so you're going to be able to see more. So, and again, that math is written down, so I'm not going to go through it on the website, but basically everything is measured at 100 meters typically, or 100 yards, and how wide you can see. So that's kind of how they gauge that field of view. And as you move up into, kind of into a next level, you get up into something in Steiner, like this is a Predator. This is actually a way newer version than what I have and I carry, but pretty nice piece. But same thing, this is a 42. So the lens piece is actually 42 millimeters, multiplies by 10 times. So it's actually the same information as this, right? Field of view is actually pretty similar. This one actually has some blinders on it to keep the light down a little bit so you can see through them a little easier. It has some focus pieces on each eyepiece, just to kind of make that work a little smoother, or to make it a little more adjustable, a little more customizable, I guess. That's how you would say that. And the other thing that these do is these will focus much better at a distance, right? So as opposed to fighting with the focus wheel and stuff like this, these will adjust and focus much smoother at a distance. And that's as you go up in price, those are the kind of features you get, right? Is that this is a simpler focusing piece. And if you're going from something that's, say, 30 yards away to, say, 400, it makes that adjustment, where with most binoculars, you're going to have to spin the wheel and kind of get it adjusted into place. The other thing you do is you go up, like I said, so this is a Predator, so this actually has a bit of a higher end coating, so it sees better in low light, and you can go up from here like to infinity in glass. But again, something that's, for me, something that is reasonable in size, so when you're looking at it, life-size squirrel. Case is not too giant. The Predator case has got a couple rings so you can hang it on stuff. As you go down in sort of the Safari line, same thing. Not excessively giant, life-size squirrel sized, right? Carryable. Don't hate yourself when you're carrying it. Not too heavy. Again, throw it in a pack really easy. Leave it in the car. Find it, stuff like that. And then you've kind of got the really tiny, minimalist. Still have a decent set of glass with you, but taking up absolutely no room. And that's, they all have their kind of purpose. Like I said, I have a set that's similar to this, an older set that's similar to this, and then I have a monocular that's similar to this size that I can just pitch in my pocket. But anyway, that's kind of the differences or the theory behind glass, or kind of information about glass. You can look up sort of specific details on the site and stuff like that. Again, Steiner is a wonderful German-made company that has been around for 1 million years, making glass forever, is really good at it, warranties it really well, just takes care of customers. And that's kind of why we ended up with them. Thanks for taking the time to stop by and check it out. You can find it at blueridgeoverlandgear.com.